Hello and welcome to the Musical Chairs Podcast, the only podcast that invites you to pull up a chair and take a listen. I wanted to do a really quick update podcast as a reaction to something I read online. Now, if you didn't know, the original vocalist for Journey, Steve Perry, recently did a concert with a band called the Eels, and he sang a few songs during that concert. And he created such a reaction from everyone online because everybody's been waiting for almost 20 years for Steve Perry to go back to Journey and provide us all those great songs that we hear at karaoke being murdered every single night. Now, as a result of that, I started thinking about the guy that replaced him, and his name is Arnel Pineda. And Arnel is out of the Philippines. He has a voice that is strikingly similar to Steve Perry's, and he's been carrying the mantle for Journey ever since 2007. Now, Arnel, I figured, was going to be a little bit salty because, hey, he's the lead singer for Journey. And, everyone's freaking out about Steve Perry still. It's been quite some time since Steve Perry has been in the picture. But I'm wrong, and I'm glad I'm wrong. In fact, I want to read to you what Arnel wrote in response to some questions he's been getting from some of the fans. Now, he wrote on Twitter, I believe, he wrote, he should come back, he being Steve Perry. His voice is still there. I miss that voice. And then a fan said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if Steve would come to one of your shows and you guys get up there and he sings with you guys? That would be awesome. And Arnel wrote in response, he can take over too. It's his righteous place anyway. I want to see them happy together. And the fan was taken aback, just like I was with that statement, and said, why are you being so modest and humble? And Pineda replied, we are all but transits in the world. Borrowed time is all we have. We do what we can while it's in our favor. And I'm kind of like, damn, that is awesome. I have to give my kudos to Arnel Pineda in recognizing what the fans of this band want to see and understanding, at least in the fans' eyes still, and not everyone, but I would say the general public, the uninformed public like myself, we still see Steve Perry as the lead singer of Journey, and we see this guy who sounds incredibly like him as a placeholder until Steve comes back. Don't get me wrong, Arnel can sing his ass off. He's a fantastic singer. And his uncanniness to sound like Steve Perry is incredible. However, you can't change public sentiment when it comes to their bands. That original lineup, the lineup that made them famous, is always the one that everybody gravitates back to and everybody wants to see. And I think it's cool as hell that Arnel Pineda is willing to step aside to give the fans what they want. And I've earned I've earned, but anyway, don't matter. Shit. I'm giving Arnel Pineda a newfound respect, and I will now think of him in a very kind manner just for doing that. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching. Subscribe below, and I'll talk to you later.